let's go back and actually have a look at what I said when I said we can do it even easier. Because what you can actually go and do is if you jump back to the address HTML, using loops like this, we can actually get the index right here. We don't have to start looking for it later on. We have an addresses array, and that knows the index all the time because it's a for loop, right? So we know that the first guy is going to be index 0, the next guy is going to be index 1, da 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 da. How do we get it? Well, you can just add a semicolon right here, and you can say, I want to get a value, and I'm just going to call it I, right? And that I is going to be equal the actual, and then you can put in a property here called index. Now the for loop knows that if you put in a property called index, that means that for each run through the loop, I'm going to take 0 and put that into I. Then I'm going to take 1 and put that into I. Now that means that now I do not need to send in, when I delete, I do not need to send in the entire address. I can just send the current index. Now that's kind of cool because now I'm sending in an actual value here, meaning that I'm sending in 0 for the 0's address and jumping into my TS file. That will mean that I can also here send in the index, right? And that means I don't have to find the index first. I can just go directly in here and just splice that specific index. And yes, I know this might be something you'll have to rewatch. Go and rewatch it, but now I'm doing exactly the same thing, but I just saved a few lines of code because I'm kind of using the built-in way of grabbing the index inside the for loop. And this will make sense later on when you start needing the index specifically, for instance, for an address right here. Let's see if it still runs. Let's delete this guy, delete this guy. Now notice every time I refresh, I just get, this is just a cheat list right now. It's just cheat data, right? Or a bogus data. We're going to make it into real data soon, so just hang in with me. Now we can delete and we can add new addresses. This is freaking awesome. There we go. Let's just add an address and delete again. Let's just add another address. Delete, 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 add the address. There we go. Now everything seems to be running for now. So see you next lesson.